So I've just moved into our new, I guess, what do you call it? A Twitch streaming area in our office, which I created. So quick one really today. I'm going to really walk through a few things. And really this is just, we have so many assets we've created over the last few years and still a lot of people want to get into the technology space. They want to start being a bit savvy in the technology sector. So this is, I guess, focused more on the blockchain area. And I'm going to kind of go through a few popular token types. We have the Libra marketing hype going on that Facebook are going to launch their own cryptocurrency. So I know a lot of businesses will be thinking about launching their own digital currency. I think to this day, the most pure utility and the most pure in-app currency is still Fortnite. I mean, you won't beat it. I mean, you think of it this way. In 2018, V-Bucks were worth more to any kid below the age of 18 than it was the US dollar. So it's quite interesting. So kind of just to nip through the popular token types. So at the moment, we have some token types which are seen as means of raising capital. So we have security tokens. And the first one from there would be equity tokens. This is where each token is backed by the shares in the company so that the token holders have equal rights as shareholders in terms of voting and entitlement to receive dividends, royalties, shares of profits. So obviously this is quite common. Most people know what equity is. Most investors know what buying equity looks like. So it's nothing really new, but just a digital representation of what we already have today. Secondly, we have asset-backed tokens, and this is where a business operates with real-world commodities, such as gold, oil, precious metals, art, land, real estate. A token can be issued that are backed by an underlying asset, which is, again, quite interesting. A lot of startups, technology businesses aren't in this situation where they can issue a token that is backed by this asset. However, it's a good option for existing businesses to possibly make their business a bit more liquid. Thirdly, we have a bond or a debt token. This is where a token represents a bond or a debt instrument that comes with the promise of a payback, interest or other rights to an investor to then eventually convert to equity. So, for example, we have a litigation financing company at the moment, which a lot of family offices are putting capital into. And they're looking for debt capital. They're not doing a digitized version, but it definitely is a more flexible future instrument, which will be coming down the line. So moving on, really, we do have other token types, which going on to the Fortnite kind of example. These can be independent or linked to security tokens. These are known as utility tokens. They do not offer the token holder rights and they do not represent ownership to the underlying business or asset. Utility tokens, or another word you can call them, platform tokens. This is where each token is linked to the functions of the platform or business operating model. For example, rewarding permissions to grant access to data. I think, again, being a bit biased, we own a certain entitlement in a company called Sweatcoin. Sweatcoin is on the App Store, and you'll see you walk around, walk your dog, walk to the pub, walk around the park, do some exercise outside, and you earn Sweatcoins. This is a pure utility because it's not linked to an exchange, and it's earned and spent on the platform. The same with Fortnite. You earn V-Bucks for completing certain tasks within the game, and you spend them on a marketplace on new skins and new features for your character. Genius, really, and it's a very modernized model which is working for kids across the globe. Free to download, you're lowering the barrier to entry, and you're incentivizing them to bring their friends, and you're rewarding them for playing the game. Genius. The next different type of utility token is called a value token. These tokens drive the economy of the business model, behaving like a currency. A a reward or a voucher system where the value is retained within the token economy. In some cases, these are placed on an open exchange. So these are obviously a means of payment across a platform. However, when you do have a currency which is open to a public exchange, your products and services do become volatile. So you need obviously a certain strategic plan to keep that as less volatile as possible. Otherwise, you may incur platform inflation, which is never good for a utility token ecosystem. And last of all, we have access tokens. This is like a membership. These tokens can provide access to products, functions, and services, and they have no intrinsic value other than enabling access to rights to support internal platform transactions. So think of this access token as a way of just gaining access to a certain ecosystem that has certain benefits that you don't see in the real world. So it's in a closed ecosystem. To have access to that, you'll need to purchase these tokens and obviously spend them to gain this access. So that's just a brief overview of popular token types. I'm going to do a few more of these short little sessions. Feel free to follow us on Twitter, follow our Twitch feed, and other means of channel. My name's Obadiah 18. I'm on LinkedIn, and see what we're up to.